Alright, I'm starting out with a piece of maple here. It is 3 inches in diameter and about 4 or so inches long. So this is a chunk out of a baseball bat blank. So when I'm all done with the project, Robin's going to go ahead and paint it. So the grain doesn't really matter on this one. So I found these little frogs on I believe it was Pinterest, and I thought they were super cool. But they had little crowns on them, and Robin thought it'd be a good idea. It's holiday, Christmas season, so we did a little stocking cap for him, a little Santa stocking cap. So just got it trued up, got a tenon on it, and we'll get the jaws changed here real quick on the Easy Wood chuck and get it mounted on there and start shaping it. So this is a pretty quick little project. I'll put a picture of the ones I saw with the crown, but if you did that, it looked like they kind of cut them on the bandsaw. They cut the mouth and the crown off on the bandsaw, which would be pretty easy. We went with a little Santa stocking cap, so it added a little bit more time to it. But to do these, they're super cool looking too. So it's not very, I don't think it'd take very long. The Spindle Gouge were about 2,500. And I'm just kind of shaping, this is going to be the head right here. So it's basically just a body and a head. We'll get that shaped pretty quick here. So that's basically the shape of it. We'll just come in with the parting tool and cut it off. So I'm going to go ahead and just bring this down just a little bit. Then I will go ahead and run through all the grits, sand it, and then part the whole thing off. Help support the companies that support our community. So now I'm going to make the eyes. So I just used a little oak dowel, just put it in my Jacobs chuck there, and I'm just going to round over the tip of it there and then put a little tenon on it. So if you do it like this with the tenon on it, then that way it's just, you drill a hole, it's glue the tenon in. You don't have to worry about attaching them, with a toothpick or anything else, or gluing them in. If you leave that little tenon on the back side of it, it worked out perfect. So I made 2 of these. I'm just showing one of them in the video. Just took my spindle gouge, lathe speed still about 2,500, and just make a little ball on the tip of it, and then we'll come in with a parting tool for the tenon and cut that off. So as we're doing the project, I wanted to get the hat on and done. So I went ahead and put the eyes in first. But if you do one of these, cut the mouth out first. It works out in the end, but it's much easier. Cut the mouth out and then line the eyeballs up. But I wanted to make sure that the hat was the right size, so I went ahead and did the eyes first. Wasn't really thinking the whole process through. So with these, I just drill a little hole in it, and then that little dowel will go right in there to hold on to the eyes. Then Robin, like I said, she's going to paint the whole thing afterwards. So this is the hat. Just took another chunk of the maple baseball bat blank. Same process here. Just real quick, going to true it up, put a tenon on it, and get it in the chuck. So I'm going to bring this down quite a bit as far as the diameter of the hat. I actually brought it down a little bit too far because after I went to size it, it was a little bit small. So I end up going back up it a little bit to try and make it a little bit bigger. But I just, again, lathe speed still 25, still spindle gouge. And then I'll use the number 1 hollower here in a second to clean a little bit of this out. But then I end up cutting this part off here because it just looked like it was a little too small, and I go back up in there a little ways. There we go. We'll get rid of that and start over. So I'm going to hollow this out real quick. It doesn't have to be very deep. And I'm going to put a recess in it so I can grab it with the jaws and finish off the top of it. So I'm just kind of cleaning a little bit of the material out. The head on this is pretty flat, so it really doesn't need to be up in there very far. But you do need a decent sized recess so that the jaws will grab a hold. And that's what I'm doing right here with the parting tool. Just coming in so we have good contact. So this right here is going to be the brim of the hat. Just kind of get that, start shaping the top of it just a little bit. Just trying to size everything. And this is just a parting tool. We'll just get all this cleaned up. And then I'll sand the bottom part of it right here before we flip it around. So we're going to use the pin jaws, expand them, bring the tailstock back up, and get all that material cleaned off of there. So I'm just doing a little stocking cap style. It'll have a little ball on it when we're all done. After I got it all shaped, went ahead and ran through all the grits on this too, and just got it cleaned up and ready to paint. So to cut the mouth out, so I just drew out a line for the bottom of the lip with the pencil, and then we'll use a pole saw here to get that cleaned up. So I'm going to come straight in on the mouth. And like that picture I showed you of the other ones, that's exactly what it looks like they did. But it looks like they did it with a bandsaw in, I don't know. I didn't want to screw it up at this point, so I just used the handsaw for it. I didn't want to mess with the bandsaw. So I just came straight in with this, went down a little ways, and then we'll come in at an angle for the top lip. And I think it would just be easier to do this part before you put the eyes in, and then that way you could really just set them up there, line them up perfectly. You can kind of see it's a little teeny bit off, but it would just be easier if they weren't there until you got the mouth cut out. So with a little flexible pole saw like this, it's easy to do stuff like this where you can kind of bend that blade around to kind of round it over a little bit. And I just came in at an angle and just kept working my way down till it broke free. Oh, I forgot to mention, so I drilled a hole in the bottom so I could put it on the worm screw to hold on to it. If I do another one of these, I will do that part first, drill the hole when it's on the lathe, because you need a way to hang on to it when you're sawing the mouth. Then I ran through all the grits. There we go. He's all done. He's about 5.5 inches tall and about 2 3/4 inches in diameter. So, like I was saying, I saw a picture, I believe it was on Pinterest, and I don't know who made the original ones, but they just left them plain wood, and I just thought they were cute little project. Thought that'd be great for a spring project, but it's the holidays, and Robin had the great idea of putting a little Santa cap on him. So there he is. And like I was saying in the video too, it looks like they used a bandsaw to cut out the mouth and the little crown they had on it, which you could do. At this point, I didn't want to chance it, so I just went ahead and used the pole saw. But fun, cute little project. All right, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope everybody has a wonderful Thanksgiving, and we will see you next time. Take care.